And when I go about interacting with the other, I see this relationship is so important, and in which we did discuss about the 9 feelings, starting from trust to love, the ninth feeling. These naturally acceptable feelings, how important they are, so that this relationship, when I say I want to be have this relationship with the other, no, I do not want to have opposition. No. But how do I ensure this? So for ensuring this, we did elaborate, we did discuss trust and trust to love, all the 9 feelings there. Till we come to this session wherein we're talking about the society. So individuals come together to make a family, families come together to make a society. When I step outside my home, I'm interacting with the society in so many various ways. Have I understood this society well? So, as a student, till now, I was protected in this family cocoon. I had this parents there in a very small circle that I live in. As I step outside, there are various concerns that come into my mind. Now, when I look at these, these 9 feelings, you know, these feelings are so important. When I interact with the other person, now this other person is just very close member of my family, maybe, but it could be anyone. When I move outside, it could be the watchman of my society, my colony. It could be a other person whom I'm commuting with, in the bus, the conductor, the bus driver. When I get down to my workplace or my college, it is the watchman there who happens to greet me with a smile when I enter the. And how important it is, na? Whether he greets me with a smile or not. Na? When I get so, it doesn't matter. Certain people whom I'm meeting, I've never known that them also, but I expect a certain behavior from them. It matters to me how the person who is next to me, though I have never interacted with the person, but still he is a certain way, he or she. Even if I'm driving my vehicle, I do expect the other person to drive properly. Isn't it so important? So let's look into this society. So far, as students, wait till you have got to the college, till the school, you're very much protected with your parents. Protected, isn't it? Now, when you go to the college, your parents are not that, you don't want your parents to be very protective about you. Huh? When now you're on your own, you also want to be like that. So now I have to face the society by myself, you think. Now you have various concerns as to how am I going to, interact with these people around. When I'm driving, the next person who's driving with me, he is driving rash or he's driving safe. It is important for me. It's important that the traffic lights happen to work appropriately so that when I'm crossing, I do not bang the other. It is important that the traffic lights are going on and the other people also are going by the rules. It is important. So there are concerns. So when I cross the crossroads, will a person just rush into, even if there is a red light that side? You have a concern there? How can there be communal harmony in the society? You want to be safe out there. And these concerns, when they keep coming on the TV, we are this news is pouring in at times. You want the community to be harmonious. How can the society be free of crimes, especially when you have a girl child is moving out? You're concerned. Your wife moving out, your friend going out. You're worried by the time the person doesn't return back, you may keep calling the person. But the girls that really get irritated by the parents calling them so many times. They're concerned. When they're moved out, are they safe? So how can I play a vital role in making the corruption-free society? You may think like that when you're moving out. You must have dealt with one or two of these cases. So these are some concerns that have been listed here. We can have our participants talking about these concerns. What do you think? Or you can have some more concerns apart from just these that have been listed. You know, how can my country have a better relationship with the other neighbors? Now we see these news that is going on. One country is wanting to accumulate, some countries want to accumulate. Then they are exploiting the resources of the other. Or there are these egos problems, the prestige problems with the countries that we can see wars and struggles around. So these may be your concerns when you move out of the society, when you think beyond you and your family, the close family that you're having. Now, when you're really working at getting your education there, you may be having to help the society out. Now, what areas do I pick for innovation? What areas do I pick for research, which is really going to be beneficial for the society? Now, how do I come to the point that this is what is going to really help for the betterment of the society? Various concerns like how do I take my parental family and my future family? How do I take care of it? Will I be having an ample, ample to provide my family? Will I get a better job? Will I get it so that I can take care of my family well? These could be some concerns of the students. Students have, when once I walk out of my home until I return back to my home in the evening, just look into what are the various societal systems I've touched. When I just you can make a note of it, and all of this has come to so much of our uh, like we did get a sense of it by the time it was pandemic. Before that, I thought that all of this is just, I am not concerned with all of this. Oh, what is health problem, education, the sabji wala, the milk wala, he is giving, I'm paying the money. The person is giving it to me. But then that pandemic came and how much ever money I am having, but till the milk wala doesn't drop, doesn't come. The sabji wala doesn't come with the vegetables. From whom am I going to buy this vegetable? Even the pharmacy, the medicines are not there. Till the time I thought I'm having the money, enough money to pay for my medical, when it's not there at all, did it come to my mind how much of these systems matter? And I'm really getting benefited from all of this? Did I take it for granted? Did it come to us? Can anyone share like any incidents in the pandemic times you really came across when you thought that this system was like okay, but once it just went off, then you realize how important it was? Yes, can we have some interactions there?
Aprachita Titi, I just want to share today's incident.
जी दीदी.
Actually, I went to the hospital for my dad's checkup. It was a government hospital, and there was no parking space. So I dropped them and I went forward. There was a small space, but I didn't know. I didn't have the skill to park into it. I think they are students, PG students. They came near to me. I've never seen them. They told, Diti, there's another space. There was some other space. You can park over there. I told, I don't know how to park over there. And, They stood there for me around 10 minutes and helped me in my parking. So I was seeing, no, we don't know them, but still that feeling of relationship is there. They want to help me. Uh, they might be busy going to their work, but still, when they found out me in a difficulty, they came and helped me. So that was one observation. And in the afternoon, what happened? I went to one road which was traffic was very jammed. So I went inside a small. I know that road, but I lost my way and I came to another very narrow road. Then I thought I got stuck over there. A big truck was there in the opposite. I was thinking how to go now forward. Then one buyer was standing there. I just asked, I want to turn back. Then he told me he opened a gate. Like, no, it was a very small lane. And he told you uh, go to the inside and then take the reverse and go. So he also helped me. It was a very small, I was trapped over there. So these were the things, no, like after this UHI, I was observing these things. Now how people whom we don't know help us in our difficult times also, like that. So that was two things I could observe today. Pandemic time, Didi, definitely, of course, it made us opened our like people were suffering. Like you told, no, this sabji wala, all those, I could see them. Like we were very lucky because we had the physical facility, but there were people who didn't have the physical facility. They were in trouble. So who are, we could help, like no we I couldn't help much, but still like my maid who used to come to my home as a part time, she stayed with us because she was telling her two sons who's rickshaw drivers, they don't have work. So she stayed with us, uh, and still so we gave her more money because she was staying and she was working for us, so she could afford her two sons family also. Then we could understand how difficult was those time, those spirit for these type of people. She used to tell me there were no income for them for 2 3 months, so she has to work and give the like no. So I also gave her more money because two other families were not having anything. So that was one thing, Didi, I could observe in this COVID time.
Sthiti. Yes, the COVID time really taught us like how we take things for granted,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, many were not having maids because the maids were not coming. But she told me, Didi, can I stay with you so that I can, my income is there, no?
Hmm.
And support the
Yes.
family. So then we told, no issue, you can stay. And then, like, no, I gave her more money to support her two sons also.
Yeah.
So that
In the
was,
pandemic times, Siddhi, we learned so much because as when we were young, we used to at least do our household work and we had an hang of it. But our children have never done all of that work. So when the maids were not there, my two sons, I told in the afternoon, the younger one is going to clean the utensils, and in the night, the elder one. So the elder one used to say, "Mama, कितने बर्तन करते हो आप? How many?" Yes, that's why you are supposed to wash your glasses that you just keep placing over there. You're supposed to do it. Now you realize how much it is for the other person to do. You know, so and at least they got a hang of it. It is not that big a deal. Also, that yes, you can mop the home, you can clean broom the house, you can help, and at least the pandemic time taught us all of that. Otherwise, we used to think, like, okay, we are giving money to the maid, na, she's
yeah,
coming in.
they will be there.
So that is what they were thinking. Kya hai? Money is everything. That is what the
Yeah.
people think. But the pandemic time did teach us that money is not everything, and all the support system that is there around you. Okay, it is helping you so much. No? At least we are not now taking them for granted. I hope. I hope we do not forget whatever happened, whatever learnings were there in the pandemic times. Actually, people are
Yeah.
so no, less of like we forget those times and we move ahead. I
Move
hope
ahead.
we do not forget. Yes, Didi, very.
Anybody can share anything during this time or like, no, what you
Yeah.
uh, have gone through. can share. I have given the mic to all of you.
Yes, we
So,
have many participants.
yeah,
That
many
were,
participants now
yeah,
has joined.
yeah. If you want to share something like
Something.
that, yeah, some systems that you could really, interacted with, and you really did find that yes, this particular system was there, and I really got a, you know, now I'm having more respect to this market that is there, the subji market that is there,
Yeah,
where we
Didi,
can.
after that, I called because my mate was suffering. No, then I could know those people are suffering. So I called most of the mates who had worked in my home. No, how are they? Like they are okay. Like no, so I could find some are in trouble, so I could help them out during the pandemic time,
Yes.
because those people had helped us in our life. No, so I could I could make contact with many of the people that time.
Yes, Siddhi. So really, it did teach us, our otherwise we would have just forgotten all of that.
But yeah.
So it was a great learning for every one of us, definitely. So the societal systems that we come across, right from the time that we move out in the morning till the evening that we return back, education, health, market, governance, judiciary, media, public services, all of this. Can I have a holistic understanding of all these systems and my role therein? So first I got to understand, isn't it? I got to understand them. And very rightly said Didi, Priya Didi, that the boys that you helped you to park the vehicle, in the morning also when I just moved out of, I didn't have enough space to, take my car up there. But the bus was coming, that he did reverse the bus back completely so that could take my car outside with ease. Like it is small, small gestures of the other people that we take so much for granted. Actually they are making our lives so easy. And only if he would have decided ki, no, no, I want to go first, he would have just brought the bus in front, and I would have had to take some reverse and take my car in some corner, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes must have gone there. But his simple gesture of just taking the bus back in that small space that he could and let me go, like small small things makes our life so easy, isn't it? And it's so important to acknowledge them also. Very rightly said, Didi. We, you say, I was talking about crime against women also, na, Didi. At so many times it happens. You're walking into a space, and there is this freaking dog there who is wanting to almost bite you. Actually, the dog was there he was not wanting to bark at you, but you yourself got so fidgety that the dog thought that something is wrong and he started barking at you. Now at that time there is some person there, na. So many times I have got so many examples of this. There wherein that bhaiya was going by you, he said, okay, okay, don't get freaked out, I'll just leave you in I'll just leave you so that the dog doesn't bark at you. The small small things make our lives so easy, but we at times just don't acknowledge it. So yes, there are crime against women, but there are so many incidents, small, small incidents wherein people have made lives easy for us also, isn't it? Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi. If anyone want to share, it is nice to share. Ashok Bhaiya, uh, some of them, Naveen, Kumarji, Rupali Titi, some of them are regular attendees, so I know them by.
Yeah, Didi. Yeah, I'm
Namaste,
Yes.
just
Didi.
to
Welcome.
there are many small incidences where people help us and we don't notice. So I mean, many times when you are not getting any auto, you're standing on the road, and a particular auto fellow then comes and says yes. Then that is also a kind of help in that crisis which we get. So many small incidences, like if you have to stay back long in the college, then even the non-teaching staff or the security will take care of you, and they will understand your things. So a lot of society is always there to help you. That's why we can survive actually in a society. Our friends as well as those who are not our friends directly or indirectly support us. So that is what I feel.
Thank you, Didi.
Yes, very
Nice
rightly
sharing.
said. Nice, Didi. Definitely, people who are our friends or our acquaintances, not only them, but other people also whom we do not know, also
See,
make our lives easy.
we haven't met yet, right? So many UHV family, we haven't seen each other, but so much of light enlightening in our life has been done by UHV family. So that is also a kind of society doing something for me, isn't it?
Yes, Didi. We
Yeah.
all are coming together, increasing
Ye-
each other's understanding.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
For that, we need to thank COVID, Didi, because of the COVID online
Yes.
sessions happened.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Rupali Didi, for sharing. Yeah, we can have other members also who would like to share.
Devi ma'am is there, who's very regular in these meetings. Ma'am, you want to share anything?
Hello,
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I was hearing this. It was very nice to hear this kind of uh, incidents where we are getting help. We are helping others. Really nice to hear, and always we can recall that, so that that will give a kind of, I don't know whether we can call it as happiness or some kind of good feeling in our mind. So if I can list my own experiences, there are a lot of incidents happened to me. So actually, without my knowing, I was getting help from too many. Then regarding this COVID, just I was recalling that uh, our one servant family, they were serving us with even their mother, grandmother, then this girl, like that. Then their family, her husband, all were helping. Then suddenly one day we got a phone call, and now we are at a different place. They are looking after our family home there. So all of us are affected by COVID, and my husband is admitted to one hospital, and my children and we are in a school where that, which is a COVID center, like that and all. So immediately I was thinking, when my mother was bedded, how her mother helped me. So all incidents came to my mind. Then I told my husband, okay, we should do something, how we can do. Because suddenly he transferred some amount to them, and we told them. Then what she told, no, 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 we don't need any money because everything we are getting from COVID center. Like that, so then I thought, how would her mind. Then I told, okay, anyway, you keep it this with you. After going home, you have to take rest, and you can use this money, like that. So all these are incidents where we can see that how human beings are related to each other. So today I was reading one news in newspaper. You might have gone through that. That Tattu Kadano, that shops in the roadside. So one person, when he asked for some beef and some other parota something, he couldn't get it. Seems. Then what he did, he was uh, he killed the other person. It seems, using a gun. So that affected me a lot. Then I was thinking about our this universal human value classes and all, how we should spread among others, within this society, how we should spread, what all work we have to do. I was thinking about Vanchana madam, Manisha madam, Sarath, all I was thinking about everybody. So what service all are doing. Arjun also, I was thinking about him. So he's teaching the um, children, no, our students. So like that, I was thinking about his father not getting his mother. Everybody came to my mind that time. And during a discussion in our meeting also, I told all these things. So we should work a lot towards spreading this human value and its essence to our students, our society. Like that, we should do something and all. So today, just when I heard everything, your sharings, no, just I was recalling all that. Somehow all this happened today. So again, hearing all this also very soothing. So our mind itself is telling us that we should do something, whatever, maybe simple things only. All these are simple things only, but see how, what is the effect on the society upon it. So on these things, all these things, how it is affecting our society and the relations, how it is getting improved. So all these things. So thanks a lot to all the members of this universal human value family, so that at least we can spread even without seeing. Everybody is in our mind. All discussions, everything we can recall. So thanks for sharing all this, and I am very much thankful to all of you for giving me a chance. And every time Priya is mentioning my name, but I am feeling that I don't deserve actually, because I should do more. I am feeling so whatever I can do, I am doing. That is all. But I am not that much. I am not involving that much because I want to do more and more about the next generation on universal human values, and they should be able to live with continuous happiness. So for that, whatever we can do, so all the sharings, that is very much useful for everybody. So thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. Ma'am, don't think like that. You're doing a lot of things. I could feel, I could see you're doing a lot of things. That is, don't feel that you're not doing anything. You're doing law as a principal in Kerala. I could see you're one of the principal. Very few principals no, in senior posts, no, what I have seen is many get very busy with other activities. But you, one or two only I could see in the principals who are very actively involved and who are taking a lot of interest. So you are taking a lot of initiatives, ma'am. So don't feel that guilty. You're
Oh, no,
not.
no, no. All are inspiring me
Yeah,
and it is
yeah. Everybody.
motivating me. So I'm late, I know, but anyway, I will do the level best that
That
I can.
yeah. Thank you, ma'am, so much for your nice sharing.
Thanks.
Ruby Didi, thank you so
Ji,
much.
Didi, namaste. Thank you,
Namaste.
Devi Didi. So much of
Namaste.
information you have been giving. And
Okay, thank
to
you.
everybody,
Yes.
thanks to Universal Human Values. I am appointed as a legal aid counsel for women and children by High Court,
Yes.
Yerwada Jail, Pune. So today also I
Okay.
was there. Today also I relieved one woman who was suffering and she was put in jail for some reason or the other, which was not concerned with her. Actually, what happened? She arranged a marriage for one girl who was not having mother, and her father was misusing this girl. So this lady, she arranged a marriage, and that girl got married. She went home to her in-laws place, but father gave an FIR to police that this lady has sold my daughter to this person. Now, how to get relief? Then I arranged, somehow managed it, and tomorrow or day after tomorrow, she will be relieved. She will be relieved. I have collected all evidences, put up for that, and I do all this free of charge. I don't take any money from them because they are all poor people, and all are not criminals. Somehow or the other, they get trapped to this. So for last 10, 12 years, I'm doing all this. Children as well as women. And one more thing I want to add here, as a society, we help the society where somebody needs help. Just opposite to my house, one South Indian family had come to stay, and they were new to Pune. They didn't know Hindi, Marathi. They were speaking only English. And old people, old couple, and their daughter-in-law was working in school for teaching English, only English. And she has gone to school, and this father-in-law suffered some problem with his health. And this old lady, she knocked our door. They were not speaking to us. Then she knocked our door, and my son, he was at home, and he asked, Auntie, what I can do for you? Then she said, Uncle is not feeling well. Can you arrange for some doctor or some medical help for us? Then immediately he called the doctor. Ambulance came. We took him to the doctor. But by the way, by the time we reached hospital, he was no more. He was no more. Then we didn't know where this daughter-in-law is working, which school, no telephone number, nothing. Then we asked that old lady that please give telephone number so that we will convey to her this message. Then she said, no, I don't have number. I can tell you where the school is, name of the school I can tell. We found out. And there were 3-4 branches. We found out where this female is working. We called her, told her that all these things have happened. Nobody is at home. And your father-in-law is no more now. Please come to direct hospital. This is the hospital address. And this is our number. We are your neighbors. So she came then. And then we arranged for their funeral and everything we arranged for them. And then afterwards, one fine day, we see that their home is locked. And we asked the society chairman office. Then they said they have left this society. We don't know also that they have gone. So that is how we can help the society, how we can see that harmony, communal harmony is maintained. And as a human being, we have to. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you, Ruby ji. You are helping.
Opportunity to speak.
Yeah, thank you.
Didi. Thank you, Universal Human Values. Thank
You
you.
have been in the Sunday sharing also. We have heard you help many people. Actually, your profession is you work in that this thing. I am thinking. No, you're working as what, Didi? Am I audible?
Didi, you're audible.
Yeah, audible.
Yeah.
Ruby Didi sharing is
Yes.
she keeps helping people who get trapped in many many things. She was telling like some in jails are not guilty, so she comes to know and she helps them out. And as a neighbor, as she was telling, she was not knowing, but she helped that neighbor. So these are the we do now observe many things. Before that, we used to take it for granted, but now we are observing each
No,
thing
now
who are helping.
we don't have any address or phone number of these people. They have left. Pune also. We
Pune
don't
also.
know. It's okay.
It's
God
okay,
bless.
but
God bless.
whatever they came for a help, so we could help them. No,
Yeah. Yes.
we don't know. We don't know
No,
what is going through their mind.
I
They
know.
might have a lot of
We
other
don't
issues
know
also.
what is
We
our
don't know.
destiny. We don't. We don't.
No, so that's.
Thank you so much
Thank
for giving
you.
opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Devi Didi and Ruby Didi, both of you, for sharing. Definitely.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Devi Didi. We come across so many incidences around, and so much of at times anxiety is also there. And when we look at even the TV, that is, and the newspapers and all of that, the messages that keep coming in the news feeds and all, a lot of anxiety is there. I don't know where the world is going at times, we think. But when we come across in the UHV, when we talk about how people are doing small things and making lives so easy for us. In fact, there is no policeman out there, and the whole system. I'm in Mumbai and I see a complete crowd, so many of them. There is no policeman, no control around. If you see the number of people who are moving around, they are all self-organized. Most of 99.9% people are all doing their work appropriately only. Thus the things are moving around so well. So there are certain cases, some cases wherein we definitely need to deal with also, as an enthusiastic people like Ruby Didi are always there to help people out. So nice. So definitely when we see around, when you see the TV and all of this, there's a lot of discussion about what are the various problems that are there. So when we are just talking or discussing on the problems only or the concerns only, then we see they are only being discussed. What about the solution there? We also have to talk about the solutions to resolve them. So these solutions, I cannot resolve them. And we can see that people are coming up with solution, but if they are not having, that complete understanding or at all the 4 levels, when that kind of a right understanding is not there, are the solutions really helping us out, or they are just solving some pockets only?
Didi, one minute, can you give me? I will share.
Didi, sure.
Just last Wednesday, every Wednesday I go to the jail. Last Wednesday I did not go. So my granddaughter, she asked me, why you didn't go, Dada, today? 9 years old. She's 9 years old. I said, baby, today I didn't have money to go. I have finished all my money. I didn't get salary also. You won't believe this little baby. She brought her piggy bank. She's telling me, take from my piggy bank, you go. And I literally cried, See what she is observing, what we are doing. She's hearing, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to share. That she is also following all the. She's telling, I want to become professor like you. She's 9 years old.
It's so important, na? And the children are really tabbing their natural acceptance
And
always.
she
In
sees,
fact.
she listens in Hindi, no? She likes. She's in English medium, but she can understand Hindi also. Because whole day I am listening, na, universe.
Nice, Didi.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you so much, Didi. Yes, and in fact, when we see the children, they are always having their natural acceptance. They're always doing whatever is naturally acceptable to them. And over the time, when they really be listening to other things, school, and then all those preconditionings keep on building gradually. That complete shell is built around us. And if you look at the children, and we all want to become children, isn't it?
Time, they had moral science subject, like similar to universal human values. But that now 45 years, 50 years back, now universal values have got different change and different concepts and different, ways to understand natural acceptance. And now society is also changing. So we need to change ourselves. We have to accept. But now Devi Didi also said, thank God because of Corona, we could meet online at least. We don't know each other. But I can understand everybody. Manu madam, Asprita madam, and Priya madam, and Revati Didi. All Didis I can understand very well with their voice that who is speaking. Because we are hearing you every day.
We are connected. Yeah.
Yeah, we are connected by heart. By heart. God bless. God bless. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Didi.
Yeah, Ruby Didi, even we can now identify your voice.
Oh, I love you, baby. Love you. Thank you so much. God bless. You know how old I am?
No, I don't know.
No, 73.
Oh God.
You are not old. You're not old, Didi. You're young, 73.
Young only.
That way, Manisha Didi's voice is also very nice. I like her voice. Manisha.
Thank you so much.
Is there daily on
When
Wednesday.
we meet personally, I will sing a song for you. I can sing also. I will sing very nice song for you. When we meet personally, okay.
Yeah, Didi. Now the national conference, first the regional conference will happen.
Yeah,
Didi, you are
shortly we are
joining.
going to meet actually.
Yeah, sure.
So there they've told the volunteers need to sing the prayer and also sing.
Okay,
So you can sing, Didi.
Okay. Thank you so much. I have registered for that. Let's see.
Yes, Didi. Definitely you should join them. And then the national conference, I think that will be happening in September, I suppose.
Yes, Didi.
That also you should come. All of us should come, and then we can meet directly.
Sure.
Nice, Ruby Didi. So we are having young 73-year-old. You're young, you're not old, Didi. So it's so nice to have young people here in our group also. Nice sharing, Didi. So I also would like to just move on to one more slide. We are almost like at 8:15 now. We have only some time there. So what I was saying was that till we do not have that right understanding at all those 4 levels, the complete expanse of my living is as an individual, as a family, as a society, and I live also as a unit in nature. And so constantly working on the right understanding and living by it. That is how I move ahead. And then when I have those solutions, maybe, then they would happen to not conflict with the other group. So I do not work in silos, but I give a complete solution there. So we may see the present state of the society. Many a times we work with a limited vision. At times, now I may think that it's I, me, and myself. Is that my vision at times? Is this what is my vision? But I'm actually, that enormous is my expanse. And am I living in that limited way? Or sometimes I may just only extend to my family, I, me, my family, yeah? My my extended family, or maybe just that. Okay, even there, when I am, even when I'm focusing there, okay, fine, extended family means, okay, working for at least ensuring right understanding and right feeling among my family members. To start with, that is also good. It's great, in fact, because these family members who are there with the right understanding developed in them, understanding instilled in them, when they interact with outside, they can interact with the outside world accordingly, in a harmonious way. At times we are, having a very limited vision wherein we only extend to, my family, my career, my enjoyment. We'll have to look into ourselves. Am I really limited myself to that? My responsibilities towards my job, my responsibilities towards my biological family. Have I limited? So we'll have to look into ourselves. But actually, when I see the expanse of my living, it is so enormous, isn't it? I cannot live with that limited vision. We'll have to look into it. With that kind of a limited vision, can there be harmony? I'll have to question myself. With such limited understanding, can I ensure harmony in continuity? I need to question myself. So as we see the real life, we face the society in multiple ways. We interact with so many people around us, so many variety of systems around us. Even the milk wala comes in the morning to drop milk at my home, and if I look at it, how the milk has just ended up at my home, it has come far off from that tabela, wherein those cows are there. The cows are in fact feeding on some feed which is grown by some farmer out there. The farmer, the rains, the water system, irrigation system, all of that is involved. Then this cow is having this grass or whatever feed it is having. The people who are just maintaining these cows there, taking milk, then all the transport system, dividing it, all of it coming, and then it comes to me. A small thing like just a milk, how many people are involved there? So my existence is supported by so many organizations, so many systems, so many people. So I need to have a holistic vision. When I want to, even want to pick up my role in how I can contribute to the society. So with this limited vision, I cannot do it. I have to have that kind of a wide vision. This narrow vision, this limited vision, I cannot pick up my role also. So we were to discuss some of the, so we'll just talk about this. He said that the first human goal that we are talking about. So here, when we have so many problems, what happens at times we come up with, some solutions in silos, and we see that I'm working towards this, or a protest also, suppose something wrong has happened. So I take it up, and there are some 10, 20, 50 people with me. For some time, they are there with me. And when I'm just fueling that protest also, what happens after some time, people just move out. And I say, this was a very important concern. How come the people have just moved out now? They don't feel it is important. What has happened now? Why am I not able to really bring about people that kind of a support for that? Even if I was suppose thinking of a particular thing that was really mattering to me, we'll have to question is my, have I really having that complete vision with me? And for that, we are just proposing some human goals there. And why human goals for the society? Because individuals are making up the society. Individuals come together to make a family, families come together to make a society. So just ensuring human goals will in fact lead to a harmonious society. Don't you think so? So if you talk about the first human goal, that is right understanding and right feeling in every individual, this is what is the first human goal. And this is where, as teachers, we are having a big role to play. Didi, are we having some time here with us? We have some, okay, 6 to 7 minutes, yeah?
6 to 7 minutes are remaining, Didi.
Yeah, Didi. So, right understanding and right feeling in that individual. To instill this, the teachers have a big role. The education that we are providing. To start with, the individual happens to interact in the family. So even the parents are the teachers, initial, isn't it? Now, if you see the child is in fact endowed with a natural acceptance, and actually the child is dabbing on that natural acceptance so well. What happens to this child when he grows up, like over the years? So somewhere it's the right understanding that we had to start from parents as teachers. Is it gone missing somewhere? Even the parents that are there, even they, are they really having the right understanding? So we'll have to question that then. So what we are saying is this is a very important human goal, wherein each and every individual is having the right understanding and right feeling. But what is happening today, it is all governed by gross misunderstanding. If we are bringing up our children, you study for the job, the more money you have, the more prosperous you are, the more successful you are, accumulating how many vehicles you have, how many homes you are having, 5, 6, 7 flats if you're having, then you are successful in life. Do we, how are we interacting with our child? Is it really gathering that kind of preconditioning in this child's mind? Because at that young age, the child is endowed with that natural acceptance, and the child is really tabbing it again and again. What are we doing? Are we really, shelling it with those preconditionings of our own minds as parents? We'll have to question this. And when the child is coming to the college, what happens to this child? Because in college, when they come, we tell them, study well, get good marks, get placed well so that you get the best of the job. Because in the education, are we really telling them that human being, as individual, you are self and body in coexistence? Are we really educating them on that ways? So what is happening when I'm not drawing the attention of of our students, my child over there? The child also thinks that yes, I am just the body, and thus I'm just wanting to, wanting to get sensual pleasures for me. I want to accumulate physical facilities and all of that. That is how I'm thinking I will be happy. Yes, we have Mrityunjay ji with us. Yes, Mrityunjay ji, welcome.
Good evening, madam. So,
good evening, sir.
The right understanding and right feeling. So, if all peoples have right understanding, then it's okay. So, he or she will be happy individually. Okay. So by this we can transform by transformation one individual from its thoughts, expectation, etc. This can be converted to intentions. But there is a question like if by birth a child, that means we actually born with some nature. That means we have some behavior. So if any children by birth, he has all the intentions. That means all the things that he is doing that is bad. So can this individual or can these children transform by right understanding to its good intentions? That means intentions actually. So if that, just like if we wants to produce a good seed from seeds of plant, then many research is going on. So how will we get more and more from this type of plants? But we are, as human beings, we actually marriage by not going through any rules. So somebody marries someone and by many means. So that is why maybe the child born maybe with very bad nature. So at that situations, can right understanding transform him or her to a good one? So maybe the marriage reformations is required also in this case. So is that the
Yeah.
things?
Yes, sir. So I got your point. Like you're saying that it may happen that a child. Suppose I give an example where when I was also young, uh, I could see the children. Some of them are just the ants are moving around and they're killing those ants with those stones.
Mhm.
And there was like and we never knew okay, it is wrong to do that. So you see someone else doing it, okay, so you just disturb the line and they're just moving out, right? You're enjoying that thing. But there is someone who comes and tells you, you're not supposed to do this. This is not the right thing to do. This ant so someone can educate me at that time and draw my attention okay, this is not the right thing to do. At times children may be doing certain things that are wrong, but they have not been told that this is wrong. you know so many a times they are just I saw when I was very as a child, I saw the children are really playing with this chameleon there. They've got the strings attached to this. What is this? Someone comes in and tells them this is not to be done. But this is life there. It pains this animal. You're not supposed
No,
to do it.
actually, okay, ma'am. I
Someone
got you.
if someone if draws that so it was not that the children were really doing wrong and they knew that was wrong. At times they didn't knew that was wrong, and someone just brought the attention to them. No, this is not the way to do. So that right understanding gets instilled there, isn't it? And they see this connectedness with that that unit.
No, actually, okay. I'm with your point. It is very correct. But still, uh, if he has he has not that much of things. That means the competence level is maybe very low by birth, maybe. So at that time, just like a mango tree. So if a seed of the mango tree is very good, then by default, it gives many mangoes. But if the seeds are not good, then by giving different environment to you, then also we will not get that much of productions, that means mangoes, from this tree. So just like this, so if a children by birth is good, so the competence level will be very high. So the absorptions or acceptance of the right things, it will be very high to that particular individual or that particular children. But still, we actually see many things that we are saying many times a person's that it is not good, this is not, and this is bad, and it is learned. He also learn these things that this is not good. Still, he is doing that. So,
So,
can
sir,
we
what
address?
happens now? That is what we were saying. Na? The do's and don'ts when we tell our children. Na? So they assume certain things, and then someone else tells them some other do's and don'ts. The assumption changes, and their behavior happens to change. So this results into an indefinite conduct. But as you're saying, yes, definitely one person's competence is less, the other person's competence is more. So this is what is all about. Like you work, have a complementary program out
So
there.
maybe by my marriage reforming, maybe the people, that means the children which are born, maybe they are have by nature, by default, the good competence. Bad, I mean, that means they have much more competence to
Uh,
accept other things.
Ultimately, sir, the people who are getting married they are human beings, individuals who can also be, they are individuals whose competence can be, their understanding can be, accordingly only they can be asked to self-explore, isn't it? So what kind of reforms otherwise we would go for? Increasing the understanding in the other
Yes,
person,
yes.
increasing competence of the other person. And when the parents are competent enough, definitely they will pass on to the next generation. Your concern is quite right. I do understand what is your concern. But definitely this is the way
Prajadita,
forward.
I could, as a teacher, I could feel, Prajaditi, if the parents, like you told, no, are competent, their children will automatically. It is not like by birth, because you cannot compare human beings with other animals or plants, because human being is, the self can be developed so to the highest potential, no? So if the
Yes.
parents decide, no, they need to develop their competence, not by the skill based, the value based, they will develop, and the children also will have that competence. Definitely there, because the children, I could see, we don't need to teach anything. What the parents are, what the family members are, they will be same dicto like that. I feel like that. We don't need to teach anything to our children. If we are telling lies, they'll also start telling lies. But if we are helping other people, they also tend to help people. So we don't need to teach anything to our children. We have to
But
be like, no, role models, and we do, as a teacher, I could feel from other children, from our class students come, no, we could see how the parents are, mainly it is they're bringing up is the children they have, and even my own child, I could see, because we are wrong in many times. We didn't have this much understanding when we are young. So those defects will be there with our children also, because we were wrong.
and
That
actually, another object, that means in this respect, what observations I am having, that in a family, maybe two children are there, they growing simultaneously in a particular family, but I have seen that one child is very good in nature and another is not. So
yes, sir,
they
that we
are
can see.
getting,
Yeah, two children, I can also see, because when myself and my sister, my husband, and no, they had different level of competence. They are brought up in the same family, but still the competence level will be different. Their confidence level will be different. The thing that is, no, sometimes what happens in two children, one will be very bright. So unknowingly, the parents will compliment that child and tell, no,
Priya
he's
Didi,
more good.
Priya Didi, we'll also have to wind up now.
I
We are
think the time
already
is
running
going.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tha-
Didi. So we'll
thank
discuss in the next session. So I think because all our time is
everything.
also,
Yeah.
Didi. So
Yes.
thank you, Didi,
Thank
Abrajadadi.
you, Matunjay ji. Thank you so much
Nice
for sharing.
discussion.
thank you,
Actually, yeah,
thank
we
you,
can
thank you.
discuss next time also. This is actually, it is there in all families. So we'll discuss next time. And thank you all the participants. Abrajadadi, it was nice interaction with other no faculties and all those things. And one more thing, Didi, we need the English workshop for students is happening from next week onwards.
Yeah.
That is the 4th April. So the link is there in all the WhatsApp group. So I request all the faculties to, I know exams are going for many students, but in our batch, 5 years have completed the exams. So those who have completed the exams, we can tell them to join for the workshops. Just like we got the input and a lot of understanding, a lot of exploration, the students also should have it. So we can request our students to join for the workshops. It is only 6 days, and that too, it is in the evening, 6 to 8:30. So I think they will have time. So nice, Didi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Namaste. Namaste to
Namaste,
all.
namaste, namaste to all.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste,
everybody.
everyone.
Namaste.
Bhaiya, namaste.
Namaste.